good with your peace and blessings. How's everybody doing right now? Much love and respect on a Wednesday. Good evening to the good energy people. Much love. Well, we're going to get right to the topic. Now, this topic is going to bounce off of what we were usually doing, which was focus on self, focus on you series, all right? And this particular topic is going to be about focus on you, but this episode is for blocking out the noise. That's important. Blocking out the noise. Now, this particular topic is going to be definitely about you, either it's breaking you or this is going to be your growth, or possibly blocking your growth if you don't block out this noise. Yep. So do me a favor and give me some likes so the algorithm can rock. Tag someone else, share the page. Please follow me on Facebook and also subscribe on YouTube. Now, when I say noise, I'm just not talking about sounds. All right? We're not just talking about no sounds. No. We're talking about people's opinions. Yeah, people opinions, people comparisons, people's negative energy, even that voice in your own head that keep telling you that you're not enough. Yeah, that's the noise I'm talking about. Now, if you don't learn how to silence the noise, you're going to stay stuck. And that's a fact. You're definitely going to stay stuck. And living for approval, chasing validation, and never becoming real with you. Or never even becoming the real you. But once you block it out, let me tell you something. That's when you start to see who you really are and what you're really capable of. Oh yeah, we're going to get right to this, man. Oh yeah. So you got to block out you. That's a fact. Now, noise is dangerous. Noise is definitely dangerous. All right? It's dangerous because it distracts you from your purpose. Everybody has a purpose, but sometimes people don't find their purpose because they never get a chance to block out that noise, man. Think about it. How many times you wanted really something to do, or you had some type of idea to start some type of business, something big or something small. But then you hear, that'll never work. You too old. Ain't nobody doing that. That's the noise I'm talking about. That's the noise right there. Or you scrolling on Instagram and seeing everybody's highlight reel. You know what I mean? And suddenly you start doubting yourself, comparing yourself. Talking to you young people, man, you start comparing yourself, feeling like you behind. Yeah, that's also noise. Yep, that's noise. Now, here's the truth. The loudest voices in your life are not always the wisest. Remember that. Oh, yeah. Not always the wisest. And if you don't control who you listen to, you're going to let the wrong people steer your life in the wrong direction, that is. Real talk. Let me keep it plain, right? I'm going to keep it nice and plain for you. Here's what noise is. This is the noise I'm talking about. All right? This is what it looked like in real life. Say you got a family member, okay? This is family doubt. You tell them, family, I'm about to start this business, you know what I mean? I'm about to do this thing, and you tell them what it is, and they laugh it off. Yeah, they laugh it off. You sure about that? You better keep that 9 to 5. Yeah, keep that 9 to 5. No encouragement, no nothing. If you listen too long, you'll start shrinking. Your dreams, you start fitting your dreams to their fears because those are their fears. They're only reflecting or deflecting what's really in them. You know what I mean? Do not lend them your ear that much. And here's another one. You got friends also that be in your ear, your circle, telling you, "Come on, bro. Don't you taking stuff too serious. You putting too much time into that. It's not even that serious, bro. Come on, let's chill out. Let's party. Let's kick it, man." Meanwhile, you trying to build something big. You trying to build something bigger. That's the noise. That's the noise. Here's another one. Now, social media. When you look on social media, sometimes you be actually in a mode of a comparison. You know what I mean? Comparing yourself. You see somebody that's your age driving a nice little whip or whatever, you know what I mean? Something that you may want, living in a house that you may want it, posting pictures and on vacation, and you start questioning yourself if you continue to look at that stuff. You know what I mean? You start asking yourself, am I behind? That's noise, man. Block that noise out. You know what I mean? None of that noise is real. None of that is real. It's just distractions trying to pull you off your track. All right? So keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about how to block it out. You know what I mean? There's ways to block that noise out. For one, you got to really control your environment. Your environment got to be controlled, whether it's your house, where you at, you know what I mean, in your car, whatever. You have to control your environment, control where you're going. You know what I mean? Control where you want to be this day. You know what I mean? Stop giving everybody access to your ear. Block that off. You know what I mean? If somebody always negative, always debating, always doubting you when you're talking about stuff you're trying to do, limit your time with them. Limit your time with them. Also, limit your social media scrolling. You know what I mean? Highlight reel, not real life. You know what I mean? It's just making you basically compare. Cut back on that, man. If you spending 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 hours on social media, you got a serious problem. Whatever time you spending now, start cutting back. Here's another thing. Practice quiet time. Sometimes you can't hear your own voice because you always listening to everybody else's. Turn off the music, the TV, the chatter, and sit in total silence with yourself. And it's okay to sit in total triple darkness with yourself. All right? So you also got to protect your vision. Don't tell everybody your moves. Some people don't deserve the front row seats to the process of your move. Don't tell them everything. They don't need to know that. Maybe a few need to know that. Maybe sometimes nobody need to know it. Also, feed your mind. Replace the noise with wisdom, books, podcasts, mentors. You understand? Prayer, meditation. That's how you drown that distraction out. That's exactly how you're going to drown distractions completely out. But you have to practice that. All right? So, look, out here in these streets of North America, everybody got something to say. Everybody. Some of it is hate. Some of it is jealousy. And some of it is just pure noise. Who really, those people never even did what you're trying to do. Think about that. They never did nothing you're trying to do or nothing compared to what you're trying to do, but they're trying to tell you their opinion or how they feel or what they would do if they were you. If you keep listening, you going to play small just to make other people comfortable. Hell no. Let me be real. Noise can kill your dreams, man. Before you even start them, it can kill your dreams. Now, that's why you gotta become a savage. You gotta become a savage about your peace, about your dreams, about your vision. Block it out. All right? Put them blinders on like the horse and run your race. And stop letting the crowd decide how far you go. Block that out. Don't let the crowd, dictate how far you go with your vision. This is your vision. This is your dream. I remember when I first started pushing the podcast, there were people that said to me, everybody got a podcast, bro. Why yours gonna be different? That's noise. That's straight noise. If I listened, I would have never got here where I am now. Even though it's small, but I'm past the numbers where I started. That's all that matters. But I blocked it out. I stayed consistent. And now again, I'm here, which is proof that blocking out the noise create progress. That's a fact. Not gonna tell me no different. Blocking out the noise creates progress. Now, noise there's a lot of distraction, which is noise in life. You know what I mean? One source of the noise is in your life. You have to just block it out. And here's maybe a few things that's a source of distraction. Maybe that means you have to block out a few negative friends. Yeah, maybe it's social media. Maybe it's a person you can't even talk to right now. That's telling a friend, look, man, I can't talk to you right now. What's wrong with that? Because you're doing something. You're busy. You're on your grind. You're on your mission. Maybe it's carving out 10, 15, 20 minutes of silent time every single day just to hear yourself think. Yeah, do that for 7 days. Yeah, do that for 7 whole days and see how you feel. See how much clearer your mind feels. Now, in closing, family, listen. The world is loud. Everybody got an opinion. When I say everybody got an opinion. Everybody got advice. Everybody got something to say. Right. Everybody. I've got something to say about how you should live. But at the end of the day, you got to live with you. You got to deal with the results. So block out the noise and build the real you. This is episode 4, the Focus on You series. Okay? Block out the noise and build the real you. Episode 5 coming soon. It's coming soon. We're going to be talking about dead weight. All right? We're going to talk about dead weight, cutting that off too. Cutting off the dead weight. All right? This one going to be dope. This one going to hit real hard. And I hope you guys stick with me with this Focus on You or Focus on Self series. And trust me, stay up, stay consistent. Stay looking out for some of the podcasts that I'm doing. Stay locked in. All right? Stay focused. Stay true to yourself. Much love and respect. This has been David Adams Podcast, and you have been D.A.P. Peace and blessings. Put on the comment board what you feel. Put on the comment board what you think. Put on the comment board your opinion, your analogy, and I'll see you next time. I gotta go. Respect. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother Kenneth. I appreciate you, man. Much love. Please do me a favor, share, like the page. And don't forget to pick up your Supreme Sunshine Shea Butter. I appreciate it. The Supreme Sunshine Shea Butter, created by myself and my wife. Much love and respect.